also carrying automatic rifles.
There was silence. The next thing is started shooting.
And my father was lying not too far from me. His eyes were open, but he was dead.
So in this video, we're going to talk about the Asaba Massacre of 1967. Now, this video is going to be told from those who were witnesses. They were there, it happened to them, and soldiers who were also there, that their units participated or did this. Alright, so join me as we go. Alright, so in October 1967, between 5th and 7th, 5, 6, 7 October 1967, 4 months into the Civil War over the succession of Biafra, Nigerian federal troops entered Asaba, a small town on the west bank of the River Niger, currently in Delta State. Over the next few days, up to 1,000 innocent civilians were slaughtered, and the once peaceful town lay in ruins. So this is Asaba on the map. Can you see it? It's in present day Delta State. That's where you find Asaba. So you have it, you have the other states around it. Now the thing about Asaba is before the River Niger. Meanwhile, Eastern Nigeria was after the River Niger. Do you understand? So Asaba was before the River Niger. So when Ojukwu declared Biafra and the war started, okay, he was protecting everything after the river. Asaba was before the River Niger. Okay, now the Biafran troops entered the Biafran troops attacked all right, inside Midwest. Okay, went as close as they were going towards Lagos, but the federal troops regained power and pushed them back. Okay, they pushed them back into Asaba after Ore, back into Asaba, and they crossed the Niger Bridge. Okay, and they blew the bridge after. Colonel Murtala Mohammed got in with 2nd Division, all right, and they got to Asaba. And what happened? They started dealing with people that they felt were sympathizers of the Biafrans. So here's some of their stories.
And said that the federal troops had come into Asaba and they were burning houses. And you open the door and tell them that no Biafran troop was there, that the house would be burnt, everything would be burnt.
And so it began. They started killing people. They gather people together and they kill them. If they suspect you look like or sound like, they kill you.
Came with his wife. The wife just had a new baby. Then sitting where we were, the man with the baby, a soldier came to him and said, "What did they do here? What did they do here?" He didn't say anything. So he said, "Take that baby, give your wife, tell them bye-bye." I said, "Move." Because I said moving. And as he was moving, he was starting to look at the soldier, telling him to move, like, "Where do you want me to go?" And the man pushed him at the back with the gun. Put him at the back with the gun. I said, move. Say one Nigeria. So the guy put up his hand and said, one Nigeria. I would just heard a crack. Bam. I arrived there, they shot him. The wife didn't say a word.
And I said, everybody, police station. Then everybody should go to the police station, apart from the old people, like my grandmother. So myself, my dad, I was walking behind him all the way. But then, just about 2 kilometers down the road from my house, we saw 2 corpses with their heads blown off. People, these white garment church people, one of them with a bell, the other one with a lantern, still burning at that time. So that was the first sign to regard that there was trouble. So that sent shivers, down our spine. And so we got to the police station, and there was a huge crowd. And then the police station, come around, Mr. X, Mr. B. If you take us to his house, you'll be free. They had names they wanted to kill. Once in a while, they pick somebody from the crowd, go to the back of the house, and they hear gunshots.
My husband and the brother, and all those about 400 people who were following them, they were shot at the police, in front of the police station at Asaba. I held on to the person I saw, the soldier. I saw that. I said, "Why did you kill my husband?" I don't want to remember what happened. So why did the man with the bolt of the gun hit me on the chest. If you, woman, if you are not careful, you get killed as well. From that point, I went home. I got home to tell them that they had been killed. Papa, that's my father-in-law. When he heard that his 2 sons were killed, he went out. And before you go out to see what happened, they shot him.
The killings continued, all right? And the people of the town decided to see what they could do, right? I think the army invited them, so the leaders came together, gathered people, and said, okay, let's welcome these people. We are not in this battle. And really, Asaba wasn't in the battle because they weren't being defended by Biafra, all right? And they weren't joining the Nigerians on the other side. Do you understand? So they chose separate sides, or rather they were neutral. They didn't pick any side. They were neutral, okay? But they suffered from both sides. Do you understand? They suffered from both sides, all right? One side expecting them to join them, the other side wondering why they were not with them, okay? They suffered from both sides. So even when they tried to come down together to create, to support the Nigerian military and all, the Nigerian military still killed them because they didn't trust them. But we'll hear more from soldiers who participated in that situation and their story. We'll hear.
But they lined up and said, women here, men here. And women who came with their sons were removing their skirts and blouse to disguise. So when I saw this scenario going on, and I felt something is wrong. If these women can disguise their children and my mother is not here, what do I do? And I looked at the whole place. There is no avenue for escape.
They took us to certain quarters, and eventually the man was a captain. He ordered them to start shooting them.
Gunshots. People were falling. So when people fell, I fell with them. And they continued shooting and shooting and shooting. I lost count of time. I don't know how long. After some time, there was silence. And surprisingly, a lot of people stood up from all the bodies and fled into the bush. I stood up also, but I saw a cousin of mine who was lying not too far from me. He was shot on the head. My body was covered with blood, but I knew that I was safe, nothing had happened.
So we have heard from the victims, all right, of Asaba Massacre. Now let's hear from the perpetrators. Soldiers, members of 2nd Div commanded by Colonel Murtala Mohammed. Let's hear from Major Ajayi.
We moved. Now we got to St. Patrick around 6:30 in the evening. So it rained, we had to pin down. So the next
and that was on October
4, 1967. Now, October 5, as early as 7 o'clock, we started the operation. As we were going between Asaba and St. Patrick, the commander, Godwin Ali, was fired and was immediately taken back. And it was Ibrahim Taiwo, who was his 2IC. He was the one that led us into we got to Asaba, we captured Asaba, and they have already divided Asaba among the 3 battalions, 71, 10, and 71 was bid to take Ibuzo Road, where I belong. Then 10 battalion was mandated to take Cable Point, Umuaji, that was Asaba Center. While 123 was mandated to take eastern part, call it Onono Action, Onono Acid. But let me tell you something. Now, do you know the operatives of Biafra? They are all from Asaba area. Colonel Wawo, Colonel Okusheme. Izegu himself from Opanam.
very close to Asaba.
Very close to Asaba. The most talented Biafra officer in the army, in the Biafra army, the most talented Colonel Susi was from Asaba.
So that made Asaba special.
Asaba was very special to them because all of them, even for school, most of them are from Asaba area.
No.
Not even Igbo.
So
They are from Eka Igbo.
could that be the reason?
That's now, no, just let me land.
All right.
Now, Asaba has become a great blow to them. Now, we enter 5th in the morning. 6th, come and see corpses of our soldiers on the ground,
On the 6th.
on the street.
How?
Come
How did that happen?
They were killing them now. We know that at that time, point in time, we had no barracks. We were on the tarmac, on the road. 71 battalion was on the road to Ibuzo. 10 battalion was on the road to Cable Point. Then the other people too, we were no barracks. We were so open to these people. It's their terrain, it's their area. So by night, they will just come and kill. 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Kill with
Now,
what? With guns?
It's with guns now. They know them, and the other people too were signaling them. They are here.
The people of Asaba.
Yes.
We're giving them information.
This is where they are. This is where they wanted to flush these people out. Army is not stupid. Army will not do something without reason. Let me tell you. If that action was not taken, no 7th Brigade soldier will have remained in Asaba after 2 weeks. If that.
Major Ajayi, children were killed. Children were killed.
Now,
Old men were killed.
No. Do you know what happened? Everybody must account for his own losses. What we won't blame the operatives of that, but let's blame the war.
Let's blame the war.
Let's blame the war. It's war. War is war. War is in Asaba, you are talking about Nigeria Army's war. Triple that of Asaba you are talking about.
Triple that of the massacre.
In my presence.
But why were the army so weak as to allow itself to be killed in the way you have just described?
Now, which one?
That you allowed yourself to be killed by Biafran troops in Asaba.
You know, nobody's Mr. Know-all. Oh, these people, not that they were not singing, they were singing. That singing too was a different. When you sing in the morning, in the evening, you now tell them, look at them here, oh. They are here, oh. Let's kill them. Oh. What sort of singing is that?
So it was that anger.
No, I'm too junior to have known whether that was the anger.
Ibrahim Taiwo supervised the massacre.
Because the commander wasn't around. Commander was still in the hospital. Godwin Ali was the commander. He did not enter Asaba with us. He was shot at between St. Patrick and Asaba. So it was Ibrahim Taiwo that led us into Asaba proper. And during that massacre too, it was another that issue. I mean, who else? It was the 2IC. But if you sing today, you sing, people are saying you singing. At night, you go and say, look at them here. It's war. Don't blame anybody. Blame the war. It's the war.